Hello everybody, welcome back to Plot 97A. I hope you're all really well. Today's Monday the 16th of July 2023. I posted a video, I posted it on Friday. I watched it back on Saturday and the picture quality wasn't good at all. So unfortunately I took it down. And I'm sorry for the people that commented on it. I did respond, thanking you all very kindly. But we had a weekend of quite stormy weather this weekend. Low pressure hit the UK. I know Wales and the west coast got hit quite seriously. Absolutely stunning, I love them. These sunflowers have just made my year really. As you can see, I've started to take the top heads off, the ones that have started to dry. And I've started to dry them off straight away for seeds for next year. But the variation in colours is just pretty special. And we've got, so they didn't get damaged too badly by the wind. One's fallen over there, unfortunately, but that's okay, she can stay there. So we're just kind of really wanting the heads now and the seeds. The Borage beans started to really take off, loads of flowers. Again, this really could be my first no-dig bed, because what I've done, I just pulled back the horse litter, put the Borage seeds directly onto the ground and then covered them over with the horse litter, and they've taken off. And again, same with the sunflowers. I put them in, I think it was 2-inch, 3-inch pots maybe. Like took them out of the pots, pulled the horse litter back, put it directly on the ground and just covered the roots all with horse litter. They've kind of done okay. They're really strong, really healthy. We've got one coming out. They're all dying off, but there are some heads to still show, which is brilliant. We've got I've just put lilies in the side there just to try and generate some flowers but we've got some borage that's doing well. And I explained the timber I got from a garden centre just not too far from here, but what they do is they sell the beautiful sheds and summer houses, and this was the pallets that the summer houses used to turn up on, and they very kindly give it to the allotment. We've got to break it up and do all the manual work, but it's really handy. I put it here, it's really handy to protect them from the wind, because the wind does whip through. We're not that far from the coast here, probably about 1.25 miles as the crow flies. The chilli beds started to really stretch now, started to look good, and hopefully from last year, because I've done one small bed up the top where the onions and leeks are. I've done that with chilies last year, and they went through a stage of not progressing so much, and then they had 2 or 3 weeks, they just put this massive growth spurt on, and I'm hoping that's what they're going to do over the next couple of weeks. Try and encourage that veg growth that we can generate lots of lovely fruits from. The Swede beetroots I've taken out. I took them out. I said I was going to take them out because I didn't want them to go seed. And the weekend I was cooking beetroot, first time ever. But they taste absolutely delicious. And our Swede, I posed the question on the first video, can you buy a decent Swede? Probably. Can you buy an orange Swede? Probably. And I do apologise to all our commercial growers for saying that you couldn't buy a decent Swede. You obviously can, but some say, not me, some say the fertilisers that are being used in commercial farming, bleaching the beta carotene, which is what produces the orange colour in a swede, and that's being bleached out. We've got our squashes, butternut and spaghetti. I've taken the courgettes out. They were at the end really. They were kind of finished, and it just gives our squashes more space to go. We've got a couple. We've got a few actually, which is really encouraging. And we have a few nice butternut squashes. We of course have a little chilli plant next to it. Again, my first time. I said about the leaves dying off, and apparently the leaves can die off on the top as long as there's fresh leaves being produced below. And of course the plant has to use so much energy to produce its fruit. Is it a fruit? I don't think it is a fruit. It's vegetable. I don't think a squash is a fruit. Please comment below and let me know. Coming across, sorry about the wind noise and again that head. I'm going to take that head today. As you can see the birds. Just going to show you what I do is I just pull the pollinating pods off, and you can see our seeds. And the birds have actually been starting to take these. I'm okay with the birds having them. Just so symmetrical, so incredible. I'm coming on to the back. Hello mate. As you see, I've pulled youngins. And I've started to thin the leeks. I've actually started to use them. They're pretty nice. I've taken them small, but they're delicious to eat. Absolutely delicious. I've been cooking them. I've been splitting them in half and then sticking them in. I've got a cast iron griddle pan. Get that nice and hot. Straight onto the griddle pan with a bit of oil. Delicious. Compost. So glad I'd done that job last week. It didn't take too long. It took 2 or 3 hours to take it out and to put the barley or the malts, add that in. It started to break down really nicely, and this is great loam for us next season, and we will be using all this obviously for our no-dig. Any worms? But good job done. That'll be covered now in the plastic. And I think I saw Sir Charles Dowding put plastic on his compost, and I think that keeps the heat in. So whatever Sir Charles does is pretty good in my book. Coming into the Polytunnel now. We have, sorry again, you think this gardening's a massive learning curve. Let me tell you, this YouTube is a massive learning curve. It's yeah, but we are committed to it. We're going for it. Our chilies in here now. I've closed this side of the polytunnel up over the last couple of weeks. They really have started to stretch now. The ones on this left hand side, I've got a different. It's come through here. Got a different variety, but can you see how they're stretching out and looking for that light? And we have, you can't see it now. I was given these seeds in a envelope the beginning of this season. There was 7 seeds. We produced 7 plants, so we'll call that a win. And all that was on the envelope was very hot. So I'm just looking now. I think this one we can see better. But we have finger chilies. Or Thai green chilies. I'm not too sure at the moment. But they are producing and they're starting to stretch out. We'll see how hot they are. we'll tell how hot they are. We have our Romano sweet peppers. And what I've done was I took the bottom 3 inches, 4 inches of leaves and stems off to try and encourage the growth into the fruits and the top. We have actually got some fruits now. They're still quite small, but the plants are looking really, really strong, really, really healthy. No leaf, a little bit of leaf curl, but the tops really good. A little bit of ladybird or something's having a go. I don't know whether you've noticed this year, there's so many ladybirds. Good to keep down the black fly and the aphids. We have got some dying leaves in the top of the aubergines. I've done exactly the same with the aubergines. I took the bottom 3 or 4 layers off, and we have got some dying leaves. Oh, that is a shame. Perhaps they're getting too wet, but we are starting to see fruits. We are starting to see fruits now. And as for our squashes, they've decided to take up residency in the Polytunnel. Don't blame them yet. It gets lovely and warm in here and when the sun's on it. And as for our Carolina Reaper, she stood the shock of being repotted, and she's actually starting to produce fruits now, which is really satisfying. Isn't it funny how a pet project gets under your skin? And we see we've got some really lovely fruits coming now. Again, I've kept it inside the polytunnel now. I know they love direct sunlight, but it was the wind that was really knocking. I don't want the fruits to fall off with the wind. I don't want the flowers to fall off. I want them to naturally fall off. But we have some peppers. Plants still looking really healthy on the top. It's again started to stretch out as it started to give the fruits as much space as they can to develop. I'd first like to say thank you all so much for the overwhelming positive response that I've received. I'm not trying to achieve anything with these videos. I'm just trying to give myself the confidence that I need, that I know I can do the job. I think we all can do jobs. We just need confidence within ourselves. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to be posting a video every second week, and I'm going to be posting the odd video in between. If you like the videos and you'd like to see more content, please like and subscribe. Really helps the channel. Thank you all so much and have a great gardening week. Bye for now.